and a cup of tea.
Okay, so how late was it that you had the chocolate and the tea and you stopped eating before you went to bed? Was it sort of like, were you eating in bed, or was it sort of sitting around watching telly, watching movies, and then you sort of dozed off?
Oh no, I never eat in bed. I went to bed at about 2 o'clock.
That was sort of obviously watching movies or doing something like that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, we've got a pretty good. I guess. Would it be fair to say that what we've sort of just mentioned and talked about here is a fairly average sort of 24 hours in regards to what you eat and when and how you eat it?
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Alright, well I've got here for you well, it's basically the Australian government has set out and paid for a whole heap of dietary guidelines to be developed, and I mean really they're just sort of like a guide. I'll give these to you and have a bit of a look through them. What we'll do is I'll have a chat to your trainer that's looking at writing your program, and I guess we'll try and get the trainer to take into consideration some of what we've discussed this morning when we start looking to plan your exercise and gym program here at the gym. What is that? What do you think about that?
Great, thanks.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thanks for coming down, Melissa. I've got all your contact details here, and I said I'll pass it on to your trainer, and we'll get in contact and get you started as soon as we can, sometime this week. Excellent.
Oops, sorry about that. So the debrief, I thought but Melissa did a great job of being not really wanting to have much of a conversation. I guess the only thing that I'd say to my students in regards to doing the 24-hour recall would be maybe not to lead the client as much as Craig did. We really need to try and encourage them to tell us what they ate, because if we say, oh, you went to a sandwich bar, then they might just go, oh yeah, that's what I did, rather than exactly what happened to them. But in regards to that, I hope it just shows that it can be really quite hard to get out everything that people have eaten during the last 24 hours.
Can I ask, would it be useful to assist them with some kind of pro forma and write it down, or get them to write it down?
Oh, definitely. I think something like here would be great to have something like either a whiteboard, or if you're getting them to write it down, sometimes it's too much in their face and they'll look at it a bit more and go, oh no, I didn't actually eat those 8 squares of chocolate, and because if you start writing stuff down, you can tell that you're eating either a lot or a little. But definitely the trainer should be writing stuff down as they're going.
I'm just thinking of how you would assist them to recall without leading them. It does sound a bit trickier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I guess the...
Sorry.
No, you go, Melissa.
The other thing is that just because I said I didn't eat lunch normally, I could obviously snack throughout the day, and we didn't go there.
What was really good, though, the thing that impressed me right at the beginning, Jake, was that you said basically that you had taken the information down in order to assist you. You weren't going to be saying, wow, you know, you're eating this, so that's terrible. You were very clear that it was to help them. Good.
Yeah, I guess it's just sort of my experience working in gyms and sort of at the Cert 3 and Cert 4 level, really you've got limited ability to sort of recommend. I mean, you can only really recommend the sort of Australian government guidelines anyway. So, I mean, I'm not a nutritionist or dietitian. I couldn't sit here and really